I'm Kip from kiphakes.tv and I'm coming to you from the past. Well, I guess I'm always coming to you from the past because this is recorded, but I think since you'd have last seen me, I'd have had a haircut, so my hair hasn't magically grown. This has just been recorded a bit before the last vlog you've seen. Does that make sense? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, before this vlog kicks off, I just want to point out that I do have a Patreon page, and if you go to patreon.com/kiphakes, you can join and you can see content like this before anyone else. And yeah, you can help support this channel. The money I make from the Patreon basically pays for the products that you see me unbox. So the more of you that sign up, the more stuff I can unbox and the more stuff I can play with. And yeah, it's, you know, you get a little bit out of it. And I have to give a massive shout out to Justin Littlepants and Tasha, who have recently subscribed at tier 3. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. So let's get into this video. What am I talking about today? Well, I am talking about this. Now, this is a RAVPower power pack, and it has got a 26,800 milliamp hour battery inside it. So that's quite a hefty power bank. And yeah, it is quite weighty. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth is a power pack? Basically, it's a very large battery that will charge your mobile phone and other devices whilst you're on the go. Now, these come in all shapes and sizes. You can pick them up really cheaply. I mean, if you go to like Primark and queue up in the till, there's usually like power packs that, you know, there for a couple of quid. And that's fine. But part of me thinks, is it a good idea to plug something that costs a couple of quid into a phone or laptop that can cost thousands? Probably not. So basically, I like to use RAVPower products. This isn't like an advert. I do genuinely just like using their stuff. I've used it for years and I've owned several battery packs of theirs. And I thought, if I'm going to buy another one, I'm going to buy the best and biggest one that I can get. Now, the thing is with power packs, you have to be careful because if the batteries are too big, you can't take them onto a plane. And because I like travelling, I double checked that this one is allowed on planes, and it is. But yeah, it's all about to do with like voltage and current and stuff, and there's like a calculation you can do. But this one will be allowed on planes. But anyway, I thought I'd take it out of the box and have a little look with you and just go through it and tell you all about it. So yeah, let's get this RAVPower 26,800 milliamp hour battery pack out of the box, and yeah, we'll have a little look. So basically, lots and lots of devices have USB-C power connectors on them now. A lot of mobile phones do, not Apple ones because they've got the Lightning connector, but things like Samsung phones, Huawei phones, Google Pixel phones, pretty much every new Android phone has got a USB Type-C power connector on it. But that also applies to MacBooks as well, and like consoles like the Nintendo Switch, they all get power through a USB-C. So this powers lots of different devices, and yes, it can even charge up a MacBook, which is insane that this little device can charge up an actual laptop. So in the box we've got a little thank you card and a little user guide. I'll have a little look at those shortly. And then we have got what have we got here? These are just accessories. So we've got a little box, and what's in the box? What's in the box? It's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. So this is like a, okay, so this is a little bag to put it in. Hello. There you go, that gives you some idea of the size of it. And what have we got here? So we have got a micro USB cable with a USB connector on one end. And then we've got, oh, we've got two of those. Okay, fair enough, two of those. Yeah. One slightly longer than the other. Okay. Aha, okay, so this is, I believe this is a USB-C cable. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's a USB-C to USB-C cable. Right, okay. That's fine. So what do we have in here? Now this is the actual power pack itself in its box. It is quite weighty. So yeah, bear that in mind when you're going for a fun day out, because this is a bit of a weighty baby. But there we go. Let's get it out of the bag. So that is the device. So it's got a little button at the front there that tells you the current charge. There we go, let's press it. There you go. So that's 3 out of 4, so it's not fully charged. And then what do we have here? We have got a micro USB connector that is used for charging the device. We've got a USB-C connector that is used for charging the device or used for charging another device. Now, if you charge this through a 30 or 35 watt USB-C power supply, this entire battery pack will recharge in about 4 to 5 hours, which is mental because it's a big baby. This is a big boy. Then on the end, we've just got 2 standard USB connectors, which you could plug like a lightning cable into, or any other, like a micro USB cable, like the supplied ones, to charge legacy devices. And basically, this is smart. It doesn't just whack out the highest voltage possible or the highest ampage possible and just hope for the best. This is intelligent, so it won't overcharge your device. So don't be worried if you've got a slightly older device that only accepts a relatively low amp charge. This whacks out what it deems fit for it, which is quite good. So yeah, on the back we've just got some product information. There's nothing on the ends there. And it's sort of all coated in this, it's not too much of a fingerprint magnet, but it's this slightly bumpy surface. And yeah, it is quite heavy. Yeah, I like that. So basically the battery can do over 500 charge and recharge cycles, so that's quite a few. And it's got lots of protection circuits in there to make sure it doesn't overcharge or lose its charge completely, or short circuit, or have current surges. So you know your devices are well protected. This USB-C connector can basically whack out 30 watts of power, which is what a MacBook charger does as well. So this could replace a MacBook charger. I mean, obviously it won't give you continuous power, but it will give you enough to power through a little bit more. So fully charged, this can recharge a device multiple times, or multiple devices multiple times. So say for example you've got a phone with a 4000 milliamp hour battery. This is a 26,000 milliamp hour battery pack. So in theory that can charge your phone, maths, 4, 8, 12, 16. So yeah, that means this could charge your device up to 6 times. Now obviously there is some loss there, it's not like a perfect charge, but that's quite good, isn't it? The actual official stats say this can charge an iPhone 6s 10 times over, Samsung S6 6 times, and an iPad Air 2 times over with just one charge. Not all of them, but you know, so that's quite good. That is very good. So you could take this away with you for a long weekend, you know, if you went out camping or whatever, and it could charge your devices without you needing any power, which is fantastic. And plus the fact that it's got these 2 standard USB ports, it could power sort of any USB powered device, lights or a radio or something like that. So you know, you could even have an Alexa device plugged into this if you really wanted it, if you really wanted to. So let me just go through the stats of the ports. I can read them from the back. So the standard micro USB input can take 5 volts at 2 amps and a maximum of 10 watts. The Type C input can take all sorts of voltage inputs. It can take 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 2 amps, 15 volts at 2 amps, 20 volts at 1.5 amps to a maximum of 30 watts. That is nuts. So that can charge this really quickly. If you've got a high powered USB-C charger, then that will get your battery pack charged in next to no time. And then if you're using this as this Type C as an output, it can whack out 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 2 amps, 15 volts at 2 amps, and 20 volts at 1.5 amps. So yeah, It's a lot of power, and again, that's at a 30-watt maximum. Insane. So these USB connectors here, they're iSmart. They can basically sense the amount of charge to send out to your device, and they will go to a maximum of 5 volts at 2.4 amps from each port, and if they're being used both at the same time, it will go up to a maximum of 5 volts at 3.4 amps across those 2 ports. So that will drop the ampage slightly if you're charging 2 devices on these ports at once, but you know, that's still pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I do like the RAVPower devices, as I've said before. They make great battery packs like this. They make great mains chargers as well. And yeah, I'd fully recommend them. And they've got really good warranty on them. And the people there are really helpful. If you have any problems with them, their support department are amazing. And if there are any actual issues with the device, they will send you one out, no questions asked, straight away. It's so good. But to be honest, I think I've only had one problem with something, and that was after quite a while of heavy usage, but they still honoured the warranty and helped me. But yeah, I like RAVPower devices simply because they're not some random crappy Chinese brand you haven't heard of. And if you're going to be plugging very expensive devices into a battery pack, I'd rather that they went into a decent one than just some random one. So yeah, so with all our travels over the next few months, I will no doubt be carrying that with me in my bag and keeping everything charged with it. The link to that is in the description, and from memory I think the retail price is around about 15 UK pounds, which is a lot, but ultimately it's quite a hefty charger. It's quite a hefty battery pack. You can get battery packs with smaller capacities that don't whack out so much power, and they cost a lot less, but as I say, I'd definitely recommend the RAVPower ones. Definitely. And also, it's worth keeping an eye out, because quite often there are promotions and deals on them, and you might be able to get a £5 discount or similar. Just keep an eye out. But yeah, they do quite like to run promotions on them. Yeah, so that is about it. I'm looking forward to taking that out and about with me. And yeah, if you want a battery pack for your phone, I would definitely recommend RAVPower. Again, this isn't a sponsored video. I just like their products, and I've used their products, so would recommend them. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon for some more vlogging fun. See ya!